What is up everybody, Gifford here and welcome to a stock market options video. This video is all about how I continue to make money on losing positions in my stock in my interactive brokers. So this is purely options trading. Options trading is very risky, so disclaimer here, only do this if you know what you're doing or you're confident and know what you're doing. Yeah, apart from that, this is not really a basic video, but just going over what I do. So this is Interactive Brokers. You can access this from New Zealand. It is a very advanced website, so understand it is a very advanced sort of platform. The website looks pretty average. It's pretty blocky, right? Pretty old, needs to be updated. But anyway, the features and what you can do here from New Zealand is very advanced. So we can see the biggest problem I have here is MPW and Celsius stock. Now, I predicted that they were going to go much higher than they were. They haven't. Same for Celsius. I thought it was going to go higher. I've done some, I bought some shares in it. I've done some options in it. They haven't. I'm now losing money. So in this video, we'll go over how I determine how I can make some money from this, and this is what's unique to options trading, and also how I can sort of minimize my losses. So we're not up to the point now where we're trying to get gains. We're actually trying to stop the losses and stop losing money overall, which is, you know, it hasn't gone to plan, but this is how we kind of try to fix it and get it back up there again. The number one goal with this would be to actually get back to zero and not lose any money in it. Only lose time, which is also valuable, but it's better than losing time and money. So understanding the situation in MPW, we can see my cost basis here. So this is how it reports it, and we can see the market value. The difference in these two is unrealized loss, but that's what we've lost. So let's just say my average price is $5.73. My average price is actually lower than that. It's just showing you here on the platform because it doesn't account for some of the income that I've made, but we'll just go off $5.73. Now we multiply that, let's make it easy, by 1,100. And so let's take that away from its current price. So what's its current price? So right now the current price is $4.68. So let's put those figures in there to understand what's going on and actually how much money I've lost. So going into Excel, I think it was $5.73. Now going over to the price now, which is $4.86. Okay, so that's cost basis and that's last price. Right, so we have that. So let's now work out how much money I've actually lost. So that's cost basis, take away that equals that. So the price is $1. So what we can do now is multiply how many shares we have. So I've got 1,100 shares. So let's do that again, multiplied by 1100. And we can see there I've lost $1,155 because that's the price difference there. Okay, so how am I going to recoup some of this? So if you're just doing traditional investing, basically what we'll have to do is multiply that. There we go. So if you're just doing traditional investing, what you have to do is just wait till the stock price comes up, then you'll be able to recover your money, hopefully, right? With options, what you can do is you can do some contracts. In this particular case, because I own the stock, I can then do calls against them. So in order for me to be able to make money from this and generate that kind of money, then I'm going to need to sell below my cost basis. The problem with that, if I sell below my cost basis, it's going to realize the cost. Therefore, if I sell these shares at $4.50 and the price goes straight up past $7 my cost basis, I'm going to be out of money, right? I'm going to straight up lose $1,155. So that is the risk in doing this. So therefore, you really should understand the price movements of this. So looking at the chart, what I'm talking about with price movement is when it really starts to move up. So my cost basis is what, $5 something in here. See, it's broken out again. Now, if it goes straight up there and I end up selling my shares here, that's no good. That's how I lose money. So you got to understand a little bit of charting and where the stock market is going to move and what you're doing with the positions. But because this is a income generating position, I don't mind if it can move a little bit, because then I'll just sell puts on that to be able to get my money back. And I'll show you a little bit of some of my trades that I am doing in that. Okay, so you just got to understand charting, technical analysis to see where it goes, because theoretically, what I did is I could have exited my position when it was $6. Exit completely, forget about the stock and keep the money, okay? But in this case, I want to be generating money. So what does that mean? Well, you can see here that my target is to generate $54 a week, which I have been achieving a majority of that. You can see the income, monthly income that I've been, generating since sort of last year, or the middle of last year is $92 for the month. 330, 303 for both of those, 1,174, 110, and then just recently, I think this week or this month is going to be $277. So I'm not really worried about where the price is. These are just unrealized losses, but they are losses. So you do have to understand what you buy and you're selling, you know, the contracts that you are selling. So let's understand some of the positions that I am doing at the moment. So we can see here, I'm wheeling 1,000 shares, which is 10 contracts, right? So one contract is 100 shares. All right, so we can see here it's -4, so I'm selling calls on there, and that's 6. So those there is 10 contracts all up. So let's have a look at the latest contract that's going to expire, and that's going to be next week. We can see here I've got 6 contracts, and what is that? And that gives me an average price of 16 cents. So if the stock price is above $4.05, I'll be selling 600 shares at $4.50, and then for that I got premium of 16 cents, which equates to $16. So what does it mean for us? So if we calculate this, it's 16 cents times 100 equals, now you multiply that by the 6 contracts, that gives us $96. So for doing that contract, what happens is we got paid $96 and we'll be getting rid of those shares, okay? So while that's not good, effectively what's happened is that we are short, so we can actually work that out, right? So what's $5, so this is just in real time me working it out, take away $4.50 times 6. And then we need to multiply that times 100. Is that going to work? Yeah. Okay, that's better. So what's happened is that me selling that, I've actually effectively lost $738. So if you add up those two, hang on, there. Right, effectively what it did was that I got rid of that. I got paid $96 for the 6 contracts, okay? So now my loss is not 700, it's minus 600 because I got paid some money for it. So what can I do? Well, I'm hoping that the price stays around $4.50 because then I can sell some contracts in it as well to try to get my stocks back, okay? It's next week, it sells my contracts. What then happens is that if the price is around about here, what I can do is, if it's just a little bit above, I can then sell contracts again for $4.50. The contract, I mean, the amount that I sold them for. So effectively, I'm just selling those calls and then I'm buying them back again. Now, why do I want to do that? Because if I buy them, I'm then going to generate more income. Okay, so let's have a look at what prices I can do to be able to sell the puts if I get assigned. So since we can't predict the future, let's just pretend the week is already through and the stock price has remained exactly the same. So then the numbers will be exactly the same here. Okay, so we're a week in the future. Right, we've lost our 600 shares. So our 6 contracts, we've lost those. Let's have a look now of how we can buy, because we've got that money in our account. We can now do 6 puts, okay? So let's say I want to do some puts, and let's go out to 27 days, okay? Because the pricing and the numbers are still going to be the same here. So what we can do is we can see that, hey, if I sell those contracts again right now in the market's closed at the moment, but let's say when it does open, these are the prices here. So that's the low bid price, that's the high bid price. We'll just go somewhere in the middle. Let's just say 20 cents, 21 cents. And I'll stick to 20 because it's easy, right? So I can sell 20 contracts. I can sell 6 contracts at 20 cents. So going off this, let's do our calculation again. There's a lot of maths involved, but it's pretty basic maths, right? So let's go sum, what is it? So 20 cents multiplied by 6, and you get, so 20 cents multiplied by 600 shares, so you get 120. So when we do that options trade, we're going to get $120 of premium again. Right, since we get that, we can now put that towards the money that we lost, which was minus $642. So we'll just do the same thing again, 100 plus that. So now you can see that we started off with this amount, and then for the 600 contracts that we are doing, we were then got up to this amount after getting rid of our shares, because we got paid to do that, to get rid of our shares, and then to buy them back again, we got paid another $120 for another month's worth of contracts. So that effectively brings our cost basis down to $522 loss. Now, if we go back here, Why is that a good thing? Because that's only with 6 contracts. We have another 4 contracts here that we can do this to. So we're going to be doing the same thing. So we could effectively still make money while we're in a losing position if we do and understand the charts correctly and the stock price behaves the way we think it is. Okay, it's already a losing position. We're just trying to get back to 0 money so that we are protecting our portfolio. So this moves us to a question of what happens if the stock price, we end up doing this and then the stock price just goes absolutely up and goes bonkers, right? All we've tried to do is try to make money from the stock, but now it's gone completely the other way, and now we've lost money and the price is so high that we don't want to buy into this anymore. Well, we do have some protection for that, also another options play. So we can see here in the chart it's dipped down a lot, so which means that it could potentially go up a lot as well. So if it goes up to like something crazy like $10, obviously we've locked in those losses. We can't do any options, can't do any puts or calls around this area because the prices are going to change, right? Well, we'd have something for that already, and that's a little bit of insurance that I did previously before. So let's have a look at that now. And that insurance is actually buying leaps. So those leaps that I have is I've got 6 leaps, and those leaps are not expiring till January 2026 next year, and they are $5 leaps. So which means that any price that is above $5, so if it doubles in price, well, I'm going to be safe there and cover that. If it basically goes up to $10, what will happen is I'll probably make all my money back on the losses there, and my position is going to be in positive. So that's great for me. That's why I don't mind selling my calls at a lower price than my cost basis, because I do have some protection on the upside while making money. This is the beauty of options trading. So I don't know how this is going to work out. I will do another video following up and how much money I am making from it. Remember, this is sort of, while it's realized, it is unrealized losses as well. So because I am buying and selling into this here, obviously understand your tax obligations on that, but I'm not a tax guy. That's why you need professional help. Seek out the professionals about the tax. I only know what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. So you just got to understand how to use options. If you're interested in options trading and you want to get into it, I've got some videos there I'll put on the playlist at the end of this video just to show you what I've been doing. I'm not very successful at this, but I have made money from this. I have made some losses as well. But yeah, I find this part of investing really interesting, and I really like the aspects, the income that you get from this. A lot better than sort of dividend investing, because in dividend investing in 2024, I made $157 all year. With this one, while high risk, I can make that in 1 month. So the returns are there, is also the risk, but you just got to understand that. The trading platform I use is Interactive Brokers, Hatch Invest, Stake, and Sharesies for individual companies, and I use Invest Now for index funds. If you want to start investing, you can use any of my referral codes down below to start your own investing journey if you are from New Zealand. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this video. I'll see you in the next video. Feel free to hit me up on Instagram. You can follow me over there as well. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe to help me out. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.